Our minds are filled with words.
Writing is life to me.
It's like my best friend.
But only a few can translate their innermost feelings into meaningful works of art.
It just means passion. It really means passion and nothing more.
Yatra.com presents Time's Passion Trail, attempts to ignite a creative spark in 24 budding writers. And this is their journey of self-discovery. It's day one of the trail and all 24 participants have assembled for the first session with veteran journalist and chief architect Bachi Karkaria.
I had ardent desire to express my creativity, and when I saw this that Times of India and Yatra, they are conducting these passion trails, then I thought, why not take a chance and see as to how the experts in the field, they can guide me to get the best out of me.
Title Makeup is today we are going to meet Bachi Karkaria, the editor. Knowing the kind of expertise and experience he has, I think we will be able to get a lot of nuances of what writing means.
I am here to meet the actual people.
I expect to meet people who are fundamentally different from those who just say that I want to publish a book. These are people who have persevered, who have played with their thoughts, given life to their thoughts, and people have welcomed them. So I wish to explore what is different about them when you compare to us. I think that is going to be the biggest takeaway.
I'm here for the sheer love of writing.
The session begins with a quick introduction.
I'm looking for, people with a similar bent of mind towards reading and writing.
I just missed meeting Swanand Kirkire in college. When I saw his name, I was like, I have to come.
I can't promise that you all will learn anything at the end of it.
Introductions done, it's time for the first exercise of the day.
Now, actually, what struck me is that we've got a great mix of professions here. All right, so I want you to take your profession, banking, let's say. So if with B, what is the word that would strike you, which has got to do with creativity? Now write that on your little post-its and we'll see what we come up with. It's interesting. She wrote talent first and she cancelled it out and has written time. Parvati, copywriter, and she says calm. Calm as in C-A-L-M, not as in sutra. Okay. Divya, who's a marketing professional, and he's written motion picture. Okay, that's a creative thing, right? Animesh is a consultant and he's written cliff top. Why have you written cliff top?
Whenever I start writing, I'm on a cliff top writing, or there is one character who is on the cliff top about to jump, or
There are lots of cliffs in Lonavala, but you please be careful.
Next up is a little twist in the tale.
You can take it table by table and let a table come up with a little story, plot, poem, whatever they like, using these words.
A few minutes later, the teams are ready with their first assignment.
ये सब मिले हुए हैं जी.
Basically, both made a total chutney of your party that ultimately led to their sacking.
Participants were harmed in the making of this story.
Bachi was really, she's such an enigma. I mean, it was really nice, we got to enhance the way we thought.
I think it's a very good initiative, like Times and Yatra coming together. They are combining, literary as well as traveling pursuits basically. So it's a very good combination. So for people who like writing as well as traveling, it's a very good opportunity to meet like-minded people and discuss ideas in beautiful places.
On day 2, the budding wordsmiths arrive in Lonavala just in time for popular fiction writer Amish Tripathi's session, aptly titled Flash and Fiction.
Hi, my name is Pandya. I'm from Baroda. I like writing.
After a quick round of introductions, it's over to Amish Tripathi, who recounts his fledgling days as a writer, emphasizing the need to market one's work.
My wife came up with an idea, for example, and it was an idea based on the FMCG industry. You've seen those shampoo sachets, right? That's where the sachet revolution actually began. My wife, she said, imagine actually if they distributed these sachets free of cost. Just try karna. If you like it, come back and buy the bottle. She said, why can't we do that with a book?
This session with Amish was particularly enlightening because he took us through his journey while writing the Shiva trilogy, and at the same time he gave us insights into how to be a better writer.
If you are a debut author,
the Amish session was incredible. I mean, it's so easy to say that he's a pulp fiction writer, but when you hear him and you understand the craft and the research which has gone into it, the deep understanding he has, then you get an appreciation of what has gone behind writing those stories.
Not every client that an agent takes on works.
The talk is followed by a Q&A session with Amish.
Looking at it from a mythological point of view, or because the story is basically mythological, you wouldn't actually... Yeah, you didn't use it, and how did you make that choice? I mean, what kind of language to use, or where to strike the...
Very good question. There was no language that exists today, that existed that time. So whatever language I use is inauthentic. Correct? That's the first thing. Why write in 16th century English? Why write in Sanskritized Hindi? Why? It serves no purpose.
No, I think it was good fun because we had 20-25 people out here who are passionate writers, and they do have other jobs. But when someone is when you share a passion with someone, obviously the discussions were, I think, quite productive. So I had good fun. What Times and Yatra have done is certainly very positive. It's bringing together people who share a passion. So there are people who are passionate about writing, and they are interacting with someone who may have allegedly done well in the field of writing, like me, and we learn from each other. I don't know if I've taught them anything, but I've certainly learned a lot from them.
Post-lunch, the group assembles for a session of lyrics writing with the versatile Swanand Kirkire.
How do you make it a song? When I write for Lage Raho Munna Bhai, it suddenly becomes typical Bambaiya Waat Lag Gayi. Bole to hua kya? Eh bhai, ye kya, wo kya?
Poor people and poverty from the screen has gone. You want the gloss of the rich and wannabes and...
No, we want the gloss of the poverty also at the same time. We don't make films first and foremost. We make dreams. Our commercial cinema is one escape window, for people to come out of their misery and look at something very colorful.
Swanand, I've heard him before. He's a great singer. He's so humble, and he's just like you and me, and he's just a person who's experiencing life, putting it all together and putting it into lyrics. So it's so experiential. I'm now dreading the fact that he's gonna make us write lyrics, but it's such an experience, really.
We cannot write songs thinking that...
While Swanand dissects the art of songwriting in Hindi cinema, his audience listens with rapt attention.
Why to write a particular song in a particular film?
Then the session with Swanand Kirkire is also really nice because how we see lyrics writing as a craft, it's really very different, and people's experiences give us a very different perspective. So yes, It's been amazing.
A few hours later, it's time to translate all the words into action.
They had done a script yesterday in Bachi's class, and I want them to write a song on the theme, of the skits they have done. There are 4 groups, and I want them I've asked them to choose a tune of their own, because any song, any popular song they know, because that is very important to learn the craft of writing lyrics, to put words into a given tune.
दिल की धड़कनों में मेरे भी बसा अलग सा मेरा यार है
That was it was a lot of fun. I never thought that I could ever be so creative, but I could discover a lyricist in me, and it was really very good.
इन्होंने कैरेक्टर का इमोशन बनाया यमराज वालों ने ना, दोनों कैरेक्टर के दोनों इमोशंस इन्होंने लिए, भले उसको उन्होंने आइटम सॉन्ग बोला, but it's a character's emotion, they were emoting the character, what they were saying. Third, they did a character introduction, which was the most another thing I was seeing, introducing the main character, and they perfectly made one item song which has nothing to do with the story.
Building a trip around a particular theme is a very unique idea where you get to meet like-minded people from all over the country, and you are focused on that theme in the travel. So whether it's trekking or creative writing or photography, I think it's a brilliant idea. And we should have more of that in India.
It's almost sundown, and the participants decide to spend the evening soaking in the life lessons of Chief Architect Bachi Karkaria.
Writing has sprung from, Jupiter's thighs.
मैं बंजारा वक्त के कितने शहरों से गुजरा हूँ, लेकिन वक्त के इस एक शहर से जाते जाते मुड़ के देख रहा हूँ, सोच रहा हूँ, तुमसे मेरा ये नाता भी टूट रहा है.
If you want to experience something similar, log on to yatra.com for exciting packages.